Good morning friends, welcome to War India News Hour. Namaskar. Today I am going to discuss on how to modernize the IT strategy to navigate COVID-19 and beyond. Organizations across the globe have asked their workforce to work from home. Security becomes even more important for remote users. Various OEMs are offering digital workspace solutions for a number of organizations including large banks and educational institutions. But rapidly evolving global events have created an unprecedented requirement for remote working solutions at unprecedented scale, with the balancing act of maintaining business continuity while keeping data secure at all endpoints. We are witnessing what will surely be remembered as a historic deployment of remote work and digital access to services across every domain. The rapid migration to digital technologies have been witnessed by the enterprises and consumers. Let's see how the technology features are helpful during COVID-19. Let's see the video conferencing solution. We saw a knee-jerking competition among Zoom and Microsoft Teams, followed by Google Hangouts, Meet, Skype for Business, and Cisco WebEx. Many newer brands are coming up to hit the market soon to meet the growing demand. When we speak about workspaces and remote access solution, Citrix Workspace and TeamViewer are the most popular ones, followed by AnyDesk, HP Remote Graphics Software and Microsoft Remote Desktop. Secondly, VPN usage has also increased its demand to 50% post-coronavirus outbreak. The move comes as a large number of companies have asked staff to work from home. Cisco and Fortinet lead the race, followed by Checkpoint, Pulse Secure, Citrix and Palo Alto. Another important tool for moments that matters is team collaboration tools. Slack on the clear leadership position and followed by WhatsApp and SharePoint. Other OEMs including Cisco Jabber and Flock remain as the strong contenders. One of the key developments in this scenario is the visible increase in the share of digital collection done through mobile apps. Let's see to the headline in War India. Donald Trump used White House bunker to secure himself as protest intensified. As protest over the killing of George Floyd shocked several cities in the United States for the sixth straight day, President Donald Trump has taken to secure underground bunker at the White House, according to the New York Times. The paper also reported that the White House turned off exterior lights as demonstrators gathered outside. Some protesters reportedly set fire to road signs near the White House. Remove China apps crosses millions of downloads. Remove China apps, which promises to help remove China origin apps from your phone. And this has been downloaded over 50 lakh times since its launch on May 17 on the Google Play Store. Amid the Indian-China border dispute, it gets 4.8 stars on Google Play Store. Now a question comes on, Paytm is an Indian or Chinese app, since Paytm has a huge Chinese investments in the company. Challenging times ahead for Zoom to implement end-to-end encryption. Zoom is trying hard for implementing end-to-end encryption, but the company will face hurdles as it attempts to add the security protocol to its video conferencing service. It will improve security in 4 phases and would enhance one by one, increasing to address the security features. The fact is, you cannot just plug and play end-to-end encryption. Japanese city to ban phone use while walking. Japan city aims to ban mobile phone use while walking, the reason being while pedestrians glued to their phones while walking is causing collisions and sometimes accidents. Officials in Yamato City near Tokyo on Monday submitted a bill to the city assembly to stop people from using their phones while walking. HSBC launches AI-powered equity index family. HSBC Banks says it's a new AI-powered US Equity Index AIPEX family is the market's first to use artificial intelligence as a method for equity investing. The power of IBM Watson and artificial intelligence specialist EQBot is to launch equity index products powered by AI and big data can be clearly seen from these innovative solutions. Cisco to acquire 1000 eyes for $1 billion to improve services portfolio. Cisco has announced its intent to acquire network intelligence company Thousand Sky. The deal is close to $1 billion. Cisco and Thousand Sky, however, have declined to comment on the financials around the deal. The deal gives Cisco a significant boost when it comes to network monitoring both inside and outside the network. It plans to embed the Thousand Sky's technology inside several of its existing product lines. The Union Cabinet today cleared a 20,000 crore debit scheme. The scheme of rupees 20,000 crore will help nearly 2 lakh MSMEs raise funds. With ideas of encouraging private investment, the Union Cabinet further approved a fund of worth rupees 50,000 crore for MSMEs. It also amended the MSMEs definition. The annual turnover limit for medium enterprises has been revised upward from rupees 100 crore to 250 crore. The Cabinet also approved an increase in minimum support price, that is called MSP, for 14 Kharif crops. Over one-third MSMEs start shutting shops as recovery amid COVID-19 looks unlikely, a survey from AIMO says. About 35% of micro, small and medium enterprises and 37% of small self-employed individuals have started shutting their business, saying they saw no chance of recovery in the wake of the COVID outbreak. A survey by All India Manufacturers Organization has revealed. The survey was based on over 46,000 responses from various associations and industry groupings in the country. AGC Networks to acquire Fujisoft in Middle East. AGC Networks Limited announced that it will be acquiring Fujisoft along with the associated companies in UAE through its indirect subsidiary Blackbox Holdings Limited, Cayman Islands. Fujisoft is a technology company committed to bringing the best possible technology solutions to customers in the region. The acquisition will enhance the current solution portfolio of AGC and Blackbox across cloud computing, virtualization, cybersecurity, managed SOC and NOC, managed services, data center and collaboration solutions. Are 5G towers responsible for the widespread coronavirus? What should be the link between 5G and coronavirus? The outrage behind these attacks fear that 5G radiation causes health problems has been bubbling away on the internet ever since the technology became viable. The recent mobile phone matched fires around the UK and concerns on the people are attacking telecoms infrastructure because of a conspiracy theory linking 5G technology to the spread of coronavirus. Just look into the COVID development in India. India's total count of coronavirus case stood at 1,97,905, while the death toll at 5,599. India now has been the 7th highest number of COVID-19 infections in the world. A recent news says there's a data breach happened in CSC website where over 7 million Bhim users' information were compromised. However, National Payment Corporation of India has denied any security breach at Bhim app itself. My key takeaway for today is technology replacing manpower is a myth. Actually, technology enhances manpower to increase business and reduce losses. The volume of data is increasing exponentially and all this data cannot be analyzed manually or in Excel. Further, most of the data is not structured. So, the standard techniques that were used yesterday are no longer applicable today. So, what you need is more AI and ML. Due to corona fears and misinformation and fake news, there will be more frauds. So, the financial service providers need to be more proactive in handling the challenges. Hence, the CISOs and cybersecurity teams are constantly adapting these cybersecurity programs to meet a new reality that is everything but normal. One thing is clear, the next normal will be a paradigm shift in every activity of life. For example, social distancing may well become a norm and work from home will be accepted reality. Supermarkets may become scarce and will be replaced by online malls and e-commerce establishments. Transportation systems will be restructured, possibly making them more efficient and convenient. Education will be widely online. Banking will see crucial changes. Maybe in the very long run, branches may disappear. Digital will prevail and physical interaction will be minimal. Better and efficient communication systems will evolve and mobile devices will gain multifunctionality. That is it for the day, and don't forget to like, share and comment and subscribe to Where India News Magazine. Please download the Where India app for the latest news and updates. It is available on Google Play Store. Please stay tuned for more updates. Thank you so very much. Namaskar.